Do you want to see the face of progressive India? The people behind this who are changing it with their passion and vision? Namaste and welcome to Voices of India, where we bring you the stories, challenges, and achievements of semi and mid level Indian brands and people who are shaping the future of India through their work, art, innovation. Well, I am Devisha Jatakia, your host and founder of Apni Indian Gully, a platform that celebrates and promotes local voices of India. We digitally empower business owners and artists through various interviews, brand promotion reviews, collaborations, and much more. And today I am very excited to have Vaishali Vaishav with us. She is the founder of India Ka Fashion and Multitasking Mommies. She's also chairperson at All Ladies League Gujarat chapter, state president at Entrepreneurship Council WICCI. Her mission is to empower women and youth. She also carries over 13 years of experience in diverse industry segments like textiles, manufacturing, aviation, and BSFI. Okay, so welcome Vaishali to Voices of India by Apni Indian Gully.
Thank you so much, Devisha. It's pleasure being here and invited by you. Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure to have, our chatterbox. We both are chatterbox. So this will be a very interesting one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But before, we officially begin this interview, tell me, Vaishali, which is the funniest misconception that people have about you?
The funniest misconception which recently I came across was uh, that Vaishali also has problems like all mothers have. कि कपड़े और टॉवेल टेयर बेड पे पड़े होते हैं. They think that my house is an ideal house where all these issues don't happen, but I had to tell them that no, dear, it is same everywhere. यहाँ वहाँ चीजें पड़ी होती हैं when you are a mom, and it's not a anything ideal कि सब ठीक ही हो मेरे घर पे, because I am founder of a mothers community. So
Oh, wow, this is very interesting. I mean, આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં કહેવાય ને કે કાગડા બધા કાળા જ હોય તો મધર્સના
exactly.
પ્રોબ્લેમ બધા ઓલમોસ્ટ સેમ જ રહેવાનું છે.
So it is not that બધું automatically થઈ જતું હોય and Vaishali is out
Correct.
of that, and અમારે ત્યાં બધું કઈ ના. The kids are same, mothers same life they face, so it is same everywhere for all the moms.
Awesome. So, what inspired to start this multi-mommy communities, multitasking mommies? એટલે મતલબ what was there, the story behind it?
Well, I remember 5 years back, if I go back to the day when I became a mom, I remember that I had to give up my career. I had to take care of myself, my health, and then the baby who arrived. And
Hmm.
and during that time, what I felt was that I always wanted to get back to do something to
Hmm.
my career, because we are like in today's age, we are not that typical stay at home moms because we have worked throughout our life,
True.
and I always wanted to do something, but at the same time I don't want it to compromise the the care of my baby.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I had to wo ye jugaad wo jugaad, this that, and finally I could work from home as well as take care of my baby. But
Hmm.
what I realized was there are lots of challenges for a mother when
True.
they want to make a comeback in their career, or when they have started doing something from home. There are a lot of challenges, not just societal but business related, home
Hmm.
related. There are a
Hmm.
lot of challenges, and
Right.
I still believe that community plays a wonderful role in a women's life.
True.
So what I thought was that अगर आज मुझे ये लगता है when I see a community, that if
Hmm.
somebody would have guided me this thing, या मुझे किसी ने ये कह दिया होता at that time, life
Hmm.
would
Hmm.
have been more easier and I would have saved a lot of time.
True.
So that's where I realized that it is not just me, but I think there are thousands and millions of moms who need somebody, a soul sister, yeah, whatever you say, is needed. And I think multitasking mommies is a name which is very synonymous to all the mothers.
All the mothers.
And that's how, this inspired me to start this community.
It is very resonating also. You have to multitask everything. Acha, टिफिन पैक हो गया, बच्चे को स्कूल पे भेजो, टाइम पे
हाँ,
उसका नैपी चेंज करो, इधर मेड आएगी उसको संभालो, पति को भेजो. सो एक ही मोमेंट में देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट गोज ऑन एंड दैट वी परफॉर्म ऑल्सो.
एग्जैक्टली,
सो इट्स वेरी
एग्जैक्टली,
रेजोनेटिंग एंड वेरी क्लोज टू आर एंड वेरी राइटली
ट्रू,
सेड कि नहीं कोई एक
ट्रू, ट्रू,
एटलीस्ट एक हियरिंग पार्टनर होना चाहिए कि भाई आई एम गोइंग थ्रू दिस थिंग, तो दे नो दैट इज अ कंपैशन दैट पीपल shows in
ट्रू।
this communities. It's a very beautiful thing. So how do you define your success and how do you know that you have achieved it, or how have you got that?
सक्सेस इज लाइक, आई थिंक इट्स स्टेट ऑफ माइंड।
Okay.
बिकॉज जब हम कुछ शुरू करते हैं तब हम सोचते हैं, पहले तो हमें सेल्फ डाउट ही होते हैं कि ये चलेगा,
True.
में कोई आएगा, लोगों को ये पसंद आएगा। देन चलना शुरू हो गया, लोग आते गए, तो फिर आप अपने बेंचमार्क बढ़ाते जाते हो, अब ये होना चाहिए, अब वो होना चाहिए। तो इट इज अ नेवर एंडिंग जर्नी। सक्सेस मैं
Hmm.
हमेशा यही कहूंगी कि आप छोटे छोटे गोल्स जो अचीव करते जा रहे हो, खुद के आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हो। एंड आई थिंक आपने जो शुरू किया है वो अभी तक आपने गिव अप नहीं किया है, यही
Hmm.
सक्सेस है।
Right. So any particular incident in your life that you'd like to share with us quickly on this
रिलेटेड टू दिस कम्युनिटी।
community, or your personal success, or something that you feel ki, yes, I have done this and this is like what I feel
So,
contented with.
so I remember one thing when I had not, formed this community or anything, but
Hmm.
I had gone to an event, and some there were people around. It was an invite only event, and I was invited there, and I think Facebook का ही event था कोई for women entrepreneurs,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
they were just taking video bites of people who were coming in, and they
Hmm.
took a bite of me, like how, I had a small enterprise from home, so they were asking me, how did you do it, apart from being a mom? And I just shared my story in short. And the one fine day, almost after a year or two, I found that video, and I thought of sharing it on Twitter.
Hmm.
मुझे लगा
Hmm.
ऐसे ही डालते हैं ट्विटर पे, तो मैंने ट्विटर पे शेयर किया, एंड आई डोंट नो, somebody known to me saw the video and called me up immediately saying, Vaishali, I was going through such a phase that
Hmm.
I wanted to listen to this. I saw your
Right.
video and I got all my answers. तब मुझे लगा कि हम छोटा भी कुछ करते हैं वो शेयर करेंगे अगर लोगों से, तो
Hmm.
कहीं ना
Hmm.
कहीं, यू नो एक एक पर्सन को भी
एक
अगर
हाँ,
फर्क पड़ता है, तो यू हैव
तो
डन
वो
योर बिट।
ट्रू.
या
I totally agree. I like when people share something that, there are two thoughts for this. Okay, I
या
respect everyone कि आपने कभी कोई कोई डोनेट करता है या कुछ अच्छा काम करता है तो they post it on social media. Now I know there are
ट्रू,
multiple layers of this and the thought process behind this, because I am into this field from last 13 years almost.
ट्रू,
But the best part I like is कि there are other people who get really inspired and motivated seeing your those kind of posts कि नहीं भाई इतने
एग्जैक्टली,
से भी उसने शुरू किया हुआ है, इतने से भी वो कंसिस्टेंट रहा है, तो
या
समवेयर अगर आप एक जिंदगी भी बदल सकते हो ना उस चीज से, एक बंदे को भी इंस्पायर कर सकते हो ना, तो आई गेस आपका वो पोस्ट वर्थ है वहां
ट्रू,
पे.
ट्रू, ट्रू, ट्रू।
The positive impact that you create in the society. So how do you balance your this work and personal life? I know there are multiple things that you're doing. So how do you balance it?
You always know balancing is always difficult, and
Right.
I believe 100% कोई बैलेंस नहीं कर पाता होगा, बट आई ऑलवेज बिलीव कि जो एक्सटर्नल बैलेंस हमें करना है ना, उसके लिए सबसे पहले हमारे अंदर बैलेंस होना जरूरी है।
Hmm.
बिकॉज इफ माई माइंड इज मंकीइंग अराउंड सो मेनी थिंग्स, तो
Hmm.
मैं अगर इंटरनली ही बैलेंस नहीं हूं, तो मैं एक्सटर्नली कुछ लाइफ में बैलेंस नहीं कर पाऊंगी। So
True.
it's like, I always balance in a way that if there is too much of 2-3 days of work and work, then I always see that when weekend arrives,
Hmm.
Friday, the time when kids come back home, tab se leke Monday morning when they leave for school, I make sure that that is the enough time I have spent with them without social media, without, any giving attention to any work if it is not urgent.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is the perfect way we balance, that we give proper time. अगर हाँ, weekdays में भी it is not that कि मैं गायब हो जाती हूँ और सिर्फ weekend में बच्चों को दिखती हूँ. So I always
Right.
plan my day that when kids are not around, I try to finish most of my work. When they
Hmm.
are there, I give them time, I listen to them because that is very much necessary. I
True.
have conversations with them about how their day was in the school, and now next how they are planning their second half of the day, and we talk about what is important to be done. Then they get busy in their thing, again I get busy in my things, but ये बैलेंस कर पाना बहुत जरूरी है हम में और हमारे फैमिली के साथ. आई थिंक
Family.
इतना कर लेंगे ना तो बाकी सब पूरी लाइफ बैलेंस हो जाएगी हमारी.
True. I guess it is more about, sorting out with what you need to
ट्रू.
do and prioritizing your work.
या.
Because कैसे ना कि एक काम करने बैठेंगे तो we know कि there are 10 things which is going to pop up. So
ट्रू.
it's better to focus on, complete one thing and then move on to other. वो pile
एग्जैक्टली.
up हो जाता था. It becomes
हाँ.
clutter. Life becomes
ट्रू
cluttered.
ट्रू. आप जितना प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करोगे उतना क्लटर
हाँ,
बढ़ता जाएगा.
क्लटर क्लटर ऐसे बढ़ता जाएगा. वो कपड़े घड़ी नहीं
हाँ.
किए तो फिर वो चेयर पे बढ़ते जाएंगे, बढ़ते जाएंगे.
ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू.
So, being into this journey and being into, of course, the place that you are, I'm sure you must be getting a lot of feedbacks and criticism, kind of conflicts, kind of thing. How do
या.
you, resolve that, and how do you get over it?
सबसे पहले तो yes, see, wherever we are, we get all kind of feedbacks, conflicts and issues and criticism as well. But सबसे पहले तो मैं सब सुनती हूँ. I listen to everything that is coming my way, that is positive, that is negative. उसमें से लेने जैसा क्या है वो मैं लेती हूँ. नहीं लेने जैसा है उसको मन पर ना लेके उसको साइड कर देती हूँ.
Right.
Because and the most important thing, not to react at anything.
Hmm.
क्योंकि हम रिएक्ट कर देते हैं एंड सारा हौच पौच वहीं से शुरू होता है. सो इन स्पाइट ऑफ रिएक्टिंग we should respond to the feedbacks, positive, negative, that we are getting, learn from them, आगे उस हिसाब से चलिए, और जो आपके काम के नहीं है उनको इग्नोर कीजिए, उनको मन पे मत लीजिए.
Very important. Very
या.
simple and very important. So I'm sure our viewers, you should, pin this thing in your notebook somewhere. It's more, and not responding is also response.
एग्जैक्टली.
So it's okay if you're not responding at the moment. That's okay. Take a pause. It's not everything
यस.
does not need our response and reactions and comments and everything. It's okay
ट्रू
to be
ट्रू.
quiet. Being quiet is a skill. I mean, off lately I realized कि आप जितने चुप रहते हो ना, उतने आप powerful. You can
पावरफुल
feel
होते हो.
the power is
यस.
in your hand until and unless you
एंड
speak.
समटाइम्स देविशा, सब बोलते हैं कि हाँ ये सारी बातें तो कहने के लिए बहुत अच्छी है कि इग्नोर कीजिए, क्रिटिसिज्म पे रिएक्ट मत कीजिए, बट व्हाट इफ द क्लोजेस्ट पर्सन ऑफ योर्स डज
Right.
दिस, राइट? माय हस्बैंड इज माय बिगेस्ट क्रिटिक. मैं उनकी सबसे बड़ी क्रिटिक हूँ.
हाँ.
बट वहां पे भी अगर हम चुप रहे, वहां पे भी अगर हमने रिस्पॉन्ड, इमीडिएटली रिएक्ट नहीं किया, तो आप जीत गए.
Exactly. So it's more about, having a healthy conversation, learning
एग्जैक्टली.
when to pause and stop. And and off lately I have really observed कि जितना हम चुप रहते कोई ऐसे ऐसे critical situation पे, तो everything favors you. And eventually even you realize कि नहीं कि क्या वो बंदा या बंदी सही था, नहीं था. You get time to ponder on your thoughts. And eventually you build karma well.
यस यस. एंड अदर थिंग इज, जो आज मैं देख रही हूँ कि फैमिलीज में और काफी जगह पे लैक हो रही हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में, दैट इज कम्युनिकेशन.
True.
प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन इज द की. कि आप ठीक से कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं कर रहे हो, या तो फिर यू इग्नोर द इम्पोर्टेंट कम्युनिकेशन विच इज टू बी डन.
Right.
ये गलत है.
ये गलत है.
कम्युनिकेशन इज द की. आप बात करो. अगर अगर मैं और देविशा 6 महीने बात नहीं करेंगे तो 7th मंथ पे हम झगड़ेंगे नहीं. आई थिंक वील बी बैक टू वेयर वी वर.
Correct.
वो लेवल, वो एक लेवल होना चाहिए मैच्योरिटी का. दैट कमी. और मान लीजिए बात नहीं कर रहे हैं तो मैं भी क्या, आई पिंग हर दैट व्हाट्स रॉन्ग, क्या चल रहा है, ऑल ओके. सो इट इज ऑलवेज गुड टू कम्युनिकेट.
Yeah, of
कम्युनिकेट
course.
प्रॉपरली, तो सारी मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग, सारे क्रिटिसिज्म, ये वो सब आप हैंडल कर पाओगे.
True, very true. But also on the other side, when we say that you need to keep quiet, but that really does not mean कि आपके emotions को आप suppress
नो.
करो.
नो.
try to present it in a very subtle way, and I think so जितना हम अपने आप के साथ टाइम बिताते हैं, जितना इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करते हैं ना, तो उतना ये चीजें ज्यादा खुल के क्लैरिटी मिलता है हर
Absolutely.
चीज का.
Yes, yes.
So, and with all this, how do you support and contribute to the social causes and movements for India and the people? I know by having this MTM community is doing fabulous, fantastic, and I really wish कि मैं कभी अहमदाबाद में आऊँ और अच्छे से इसको अटेंड भी करूँ. मेरा इतना मन है.
Absolutely.
3-4 बार प्लान बने अभी तक. Even you know all my plans were like, चलो आज नहीं कल नहीं, तो it has been hampered. But tell me something.
MTM is completing 5 years, so we would love to have you at the time of
Oh,
celebration. तो मैं आपको एडवांस में पक्का
congratulations.
बताऊंगी. So
Congratulations.
thank you. So when we come to this question कि you know अच्छा come again, आप मुझे फिर से एक बार क्वेश्चन बोल दीजिए. मैं थोड़ा
So how are
ओवरवेल्म हो गई
you?
आपको इनवाइट करने के लिए.
So basically, it is how are you supporting
Yes.
to the social causes?
So I work for a lot of not just the urban women community का हिस्सा है urban women, but I also work for rural women जो mothers हैं, single women हैं,
Hmm.
जो कुछ करना चाहती हैं अपने घर से. I also work for digital literacy of rural artisans as well.
Hmm.
See,
Hmm.
बहुत लोग एक ही रेस में भाग रहे हैं इस दुनिया में कि हाय ये ले लूं, हाय वो ले लूं, सक्सेस मिल जाए, इतने पैसे कमा लूं, ये गाड़ी आ जाए, ये घर आ जाए. It is always about taking, taking, taking.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
see, to balance our karma, to balance our life should be of equal give and take.
True.
सब ही कुछ आपको लेके बैठना है तो आप सोसाइटी में दोगे क्या?
दोगे क्या?
And it makes a lot of difference. It gives you a lot of satisfaction when you know एक अगर एक बंदे की या एक बंदी की लाइफ में भी अगर आप डिफरेंस क्रिएट कर पाए तो इट गिव्स यू एक अलग ही टाइप का वो मिलता है, हमें सुकून मिलता है.
सुकून मिलता
यस, कि
है.
किसी की लाइफ में हमारी वजह से कुछ फर्क पड़ा, अच्छा फर्क पड़ा या पॉजिटिव फर्क पड़ा,
True.
तो हमारे कर्मा को बैलेंस करने के लिए सोसाइटी को वापस देके किसी की मदद करके ऐसे काम भी करने चाहिए. और मैं ये हमेशा से मानती हूँ. सो आई ऑलवेज बैलेंस माय वर्क दैट वे, that there should be something done to give back to the society who has given you so much.
So much. True. It's a it's like infinity. The more you
Yes,
give, the more you receive. The more you give, the more you receive.
absolutely.
So, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting their journey? Any kind of
uh,
journey.
I would advise that you might feel confused when you start. Just find a right mentor, join a right community, so that just like the one where you support entrepreneurs, Apni Indian Gully, अच्छी सी कम्युनिटी आप ज्वाइन कीजिए. एंड टेक हेल्प. आप हिचकिचाइए मत.
True.
ऑलवेज आस्क.
Ask.
बोलने से, पूछने से सब कुछ मिलता है.
True.
एंड ऑलवेज डू दैट. एंड यू माइट फील दैट इट इज डिफिकल्ट, या तो फिर एक स्टेज पे पहुंचने के बाद आपको शायद लगेगा कि आपको क्विट करना है. नेवर गिव अप.
Because that is the
नेवर
time
गिव अप.
when you have to jump.
Yes, yes. And always have faith on yourself.
True.
आपको अकेले भी भागना पड़ रहा है ना, always have faith on yourself and be consistent and never give up. These are the three things I would always tell you, कि after all, whatever battle it is, you have to fight it.
True.
तो कभी पीछे मत हटिए और खुद से भरोसा मत हटाइए.
बिकॉज हम अपने पे भरोसा नहीं करेंगे, हमारे आइडिया पे नहीं करेगा, तो कोई काहे करेगा अपने पे.
Exactly.
है ना. So
Yeah,
very well curated thing, very very important thing. Now
yeah.
tell me one last thing. How do you feel about being featured on Voices of India by Apni Indian Gully?
I feel really glad and honored to be featured today on Apni Indian Gully, and that too by somebody called Devisha Jatakia, because I have been connected with her since long, and
Yeah.
she is the most dear friend uh, from Mumbai, and I feel really glad and
Thank you.
grateful
It
for
was
being featured today.
And people who don't know, we are, teddy buddies, you can call us.
Exactly.
The chatter बहुत होगा, but
Yeah.
chatter कभी खत्म नहीं होगा. So
Yes.
with this, we are ending our session with her. But yes, of course, Vaishali have lot more things to share. This was just some parts of her success that we took today. Later on, we'll obviously speaking on different topics as well. We'll be inviting her for her different courses that she's doing. So we'll discuss more on this. So this was Voices of India, a show where we celebrate and feature Indian brands and people who are making difference in the society, like Vaishali. And if you liked it, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And stay tuned for more such interviews and people as we carry on to this journey of Voices of India. Thank you.